receiver is Dan Gemmel, the most prolific receiver in area history based on last year's stats with the 18 TD catches, and he's picked up where he left off. Dan, another big week for you, 13 catches, 278 yards, 3 TDs catches. Does it ever get old?
No, it doesn't, but this year I'm getting a lot of help. We got Rockwell, Cedric, Bozy. They're already off to a great start. I think Rockwell's already ahead of me too. Receiving yards, so we're looking great already.
Are you competitive? Do you like to be number one on that list?
I mean, being one's great, but when everyone else is doing well, that's great for the team.
A bit of a tough year for you guys. A real slow start against BC High, and then picked it up a little bit last week against Bill Ricca, who might be as good as anybody in the MVC, but couldn't pull it off. What are your thoughts on Andover's slow start this year?
Yeah, we've had a little trouble on defense to start off the year, but we're getting better as we go on. So this year, hopefully, or this week, excuse me, we're really gonna work on defense a lot this week in practice. So hopefully we'll make a lot of progress and get our first win.
Because you're a two-way starter, are you really trying to be a leader on the defensive end?
Yeah, definitely. We got co-captain Mikey Como really leading the defense. I'm helping out with the DBs. I'm a safety right now. I'm trying to lead the DBs, get us going. But yeah.
What's your relationship? You and E.J. Perry Four have come up the ranks together and both done marvelous things and put up historic numbers for the area and even for the state. What's that relationship like, you and Perry?
Yeah, no, we're great buds. We've been playing a while together. But it's really great how both of us have already committed. Now we can really focus on this season, win that Super Bowl.
And why do you decide? Obviously, Brown is Brown, so you're doing pretty well for yourself. The level of football in the country's top academic schools. Why did you decide? Were they putting pressure on you? Hey, kid, we need an answer?
Brown's a great school academically. That was definitely one of the biggest parts of my interest in going to Brown. And they also run a spread offense. They focus a lot on passing, so it's a great school for a receiver like myself to go to.
It's sort of a crazy pipeline they have, given it's Providence. It's not like it's Merrimack College or something with the Andover with umpteen Farnham brothers and et cetera, with all these great Andover and Andover High athletes. Is that just a coincidence you happen to end up at Brown?
It definitely helped influence me to go there. We've had plenty of greats with Perry, the Farnhams, most recently Andy Koch. Heard nothing but great things about Brown, and I can't wait to get there.
Take us through the 92-yard TD reception last week. You made based on the historic 18 TD catches last year. You've had a lot of great TD catches, but there was a lot of buzz about that catch. Dancing around kids, tight rope on the sidelines, whatever you call it. Take us through that.
So it was in the fourth quarter. We were really trying to get something going, so we needed a big play. So EJ threw me a fade ball in the hole. I broke a couple tackles and I was gone from there. And then that sparked up a little comeback, but we couldn't quite finish it off.
Your opener wasn't really a great game for you, Dan. Were you putting too much pressure on yourself for you individually against BC High? We're used to just 8 catches, 170 yards, 2 TDs every week, ho-hum, but it did 5 catches, 46 yards, I think 1 TD. Was that trying to catch a TD every pass?
I definitely put really high expectations on for myself, but when the BC High really tried to take me out of the game, but that opened up the field for a lot of our other players like Cedric and Rockwell, and they did pretty well. They carried our offense.
What was the big goal during the summer? What were you trying to get accomplished?
Well, EJ and Delato are quarterbacks, and we every Sunday we would go work on routes and our passing and catching, and I think that's really helped us out, and we're ready to go.
Key question: can Dan Gemmel really 360 dunker? Is that an old wives' tale?
No, I can. Hopefully I'll get in the gym sometime. I'll show you. Maybe we can get a video.
YouTube sensation, Dan Gemmel, Andover High's record-breaking wide receiver. star Central Catholic junior linebacker Ty Donadio, the Eagle Tribune Defensive Player of the Year. Ty, thoughts on you 13 tackles and Central beating our rival St. John's Prep?
Well, I mean, the win was huge for us because we haven't beaten them since 2011, I think, and it was a good morale booster for the team and everything.
And the Prep is one of the superpowers in the state. Does that mean a little extra given their tradition?
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, hopefully we can start to consider ourselves as one of the superpowers in the state, finally beating them, finally getting over that hump, really.
Do you consider yourself one of the superpowers of the state?
I guess you could say so. Yeah.
Quite the start for you guys. Beating the Prep was right near the top of the ESPN Boston and Herald and Globe rankings, and also Reading always has a fine club and has certainly major postseason aspirations. Did a heck of a job against them, particularly on the defense. Talk about the Raider defense this fall.
Well, I mean, it all started back in maybe February, I'd say, is when we started the lifts with the team, and really everyone from the defense just started coming together in June, July with the camps that we did throughout the whole summer, and we're just finally starting to click now.
Having some success on offense as well. I think you rushed for 42 yards and had the big 6-yard TD. What do you prefer, the bone-jarring tackle or those touchdowns?
Tackles.
Is that easy? Don't the TD guys get the girls?
I guess so, but I think I like defense much more.
Did you know you were going to be an impact player this year? You had a really solid or above solid sophomore year playing varsity ball, lettering, and doing some good stuff. Did you figure this is my year, or is it sort of up in the air? Who knows how it's going to shake out?
Yeah, well, it was sort of up in the air. I was really I knew I had some big shoes to fill with Janko and Parent both leaving inside linebacker. Me and Max both really had to fill some shoes right there.
What's it like having Cabrera freeing up space for the linebackers?
Carlos, Nate Driscoll, Ryan Burns, all of them, they don't get enough credit at all. We don't appreciate them enough.
How about as a teammate? How much does it hurt to see a kid like Calvin have that great off-season, named captain and all that, work his way up, and Calvin Driscoll, and then have the bad fracture, and it looks like it might be season-ending after game one?
Well, Calvin was probably the hardest working kid on the team by far. And just to see all the work that he's done throughout the summer, he would wake up before our workouts, go run hills in Lawrence, and it's terrible to see a kid like that go down after he had such a good first game, really.
And Central Athletics has gone through some tough times with all the wins and all the highs and all the great stuff on the field. You lost one of your very popular lacrosse teammates, had a horrible off-season injury. Is that something that affected you at all, Ty, seeing your old teammate with the horrible injury this summer?
Yeah, that was also tough to see. I mean, hopefully it doesn't affect us too much, but yeah, it was tough to see.
Your thoughts for this weekend, another big one this weekend?
I mean, we're going to come out going hard, and our coaches are going to prepare us as well as possible, and I'm really looking forward to playing this team.
Okay. Good stuff. We got Ty Donadio, hard-hitting linebacker, Central Catholic.